fashion lovers, welcome again to another interesting video tutorial. In case you're new here, my name is Gift, and if you're an old subscriber, thank you for tuning in. So here is a short clip of what we did in our last video on how to draft the patterns for female trousers. If you have not seen that video, please do well to check out the video, and also if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on your notification bell, share, like and comment. And today I'll be showing us how to join these patterns together. If this is something you love to see, then let's get started. Okay, so here on the table I've already transferred my patterns to fabric. As you can see here, I have about 1 inch on the side front. I added about half of an inch to the upper part, okay, which is the waist area, and I have also added the necessary allowance of my hemline on the patterns before transferring to fabric. On the crotch area, I added about half of an inch all the way down. This was also the same thing I did for the back part. Okay, so here on the back part, I added about 1 inch to the side as well, and half of an inch on the crotch area, half inch on the waist area, just like we did for the front part. So I'm just going to put this aside and then show us the band, what the band is all about. Okay, so if you have not seen the last video, like I said before, please do well to see that video. So the first thing you're going to do for the joining part or the joining aspect is to place your patterns together like so, and then take your patterns away and identify the part where you have the dart. Okay, identify where you have the dart. Also, when you've identified the parts that have the dart, please make sure you notch that area or you mark out that area. It is really important, as you don't want to go join the part that does not have the dart and then you start having funny shape on your trousers. Okay, so I'm just going to put this together like so, and then I will notch. Okay, either you notch or you mark. Also measure out the length of your dart, as this will help you when joining. Okay, after doing that, the next thing you're going to do is to put the crotch area together like so, and then join them together with half of an inch. You're also going to repeat the same process for your front part as well, and then we are going to move to the band. Okay, now for the band, I have about 4 pieces for each. By 4 pieces, I mean I have 4 pieces for the center, for the front, and 4 pieces for the back. So I added about 1 inch to the side front, half of an inch to the center front, 1 inch to the side back, and half of an inch to the side center back as well. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to go ahead and add your interfacing to your band. Also, make sure you have marked the part that is facing up and the part that is facing down, as these bands actually look similar, and if you have not marked out those parts, you might end up making mistakes by the time you start joining to your main trousers. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is to join them together on by half of an inch on the center front and center back for both the main band and the lining. Okay, when you are done doing that, then the next thing you will do is to put them together and join on the upper part. However, I'll be showing us that much later. Okay, so here I've gone ahead to join the main trousers. As you can see, I have joined the darts together. I also measured out the length of my dart, which is very important. Okay, and then I joined the crotch area together by half of an inch, just like you can see in this video. Okay, I've joined them together with half of an inch. I also repeated the same thing for the back. Okay, so this is the front. I repeated the same thing for the back. As you can see, I joined them together with half of an inch on the crotch area. I also joined my darts together. Please guys, make sure the part of the darts you join together is actually equivalent to the length of the dart on your pattern, as this is important. I also joined my crotch area together by half of an inch. Now guys, by the time you're done joining, just pick both the front and back together, place them together like so, and make sure the crotch areas are aligning. Okay, make sure the front crotch line is aligning with your back crotch line. This is very important, as you might end up having fitting issues if you don't pay attention to this. By the time you join this together, the next thing you do is to go ahead and join them together with half of an inch from the hemline of one part to the hemline of the other part. Just run half of an inch stitch round all the way to the other side of the hemline. Okay, so if you are done doing this, the next thing you're going to do is to place both together. Now I'm done joining, and here is what we have eventually. At this point, you want to go ahead and overlock your fabric, I mean the trousers, because you don't want it to frill. Okay, so now the next thing we are going to do is to identify the parts that we want to have the zipper. You want to place them together like so. Okay, place them together side by side, right side facing right side of the back, the right side of the front facing the right side of the back, and then place them together like so and join them together by 1 inch on the side. Now at this point, you want to identify which part you're going to be putting your zipper, either the left hand side or the right hand side. Okay, so you want to identify which part you'll be adding your zipper to. For me, I'll be choosing the right hand side. After all, I'm right-handed. So now guys, after you have identified that part, measure out the length of your zipper. So measure out the length and start your 1 inch stitch from that point down to the hem. Okay, and also for the other part that won't be having the zipper, just join together with half of with 1 inch rather, from the waistline all the way to the hemline. So guys, I'm gonna put this aside now and re-explain to us how to join our bands. Okay, like I said earlier, you're going to be cutting out 4 pieces for both the front and the back. Now this is optional. You could choose to cut yours as 1 piece, meaning that you'll be having 2 pieces for both the front and back. Okay, but for me, I just want to have 4 pieces. Okay, so now the next thing you're going to do is to take the patterns away and join them together like so. Like I explained before, you must have joined your front and back for both the lining and the band by half inch for the centers and 1 inch on the side. Now guys, this is what the main trouser looks like, and this is what the band look like. Can you see? Like I said before, after joining them together, this is what you're going to have. So after joining the front and the back for both the main band and the lining, you're going to go ahead and join them together with half of an inch on the waistline. That's it, on the top rather, on the top, just like we have it in this video. I'm going to be leaving a link to how to properly join your band in our previous video where I showed us how to join the band of your skirt. It's almost similar to this, so I'm going to be leaving the link in the description box for us to see. Okay, so now guys, there's one important tip I thought to show us. Now what you're going to do on the side is to make sure that the side seams are tucked in before joining them on the hemline, I mean on the upper part. Okay, so after joining them by half of an inch on the upper part, make sure the side seams are tucked in, just like you can see in the video. It is really important as this will help your band to lay flat on your side. Guys, make sure they are tucked in, and that is exactly what I'm showing us here. Can you see? Make sure they are tucked in before you join them on the upper part. It actually helps your band to lay really flat on the side. It makes it less bulky. Now guys, I couldn't add interfacing to my band because there was no power supply. We are in Nigeria, but please make sure you've added interfacing to yours. And after joining them together, please go ahead and give this a very good press. In fact, give it a very good press so that it lays so flat for you. Now the next thing you're going to do after that is to go ahead and identify the part that is the front part and the part that is the back part. Now guys, in case you have not subscribed to this channel, please do well to do so, and also like, comment, share, and also turn on your notification bell so you can always be the first to get notified every time we upload or post a new video. So guys, at this point, I'm only just trying to identify which part is going to be on my front, I mean the front part of my main trousers, and the part of the band that will be facing the back area. Guys, make sure you label your band, as this could be very tricky if you've not labeled your bands. So guys, at this point, after identifying that part, the most important thing you're going to be doing is to pick out one part of the band and just attach it to the main fabric, making sure that every joining is matching up with the other part. Okay, so make sure the side joining on the main fabric is matching up with the side joining of your band. Now remember that we are only pinning one part of the band to the main fabric, I mean to the main trousers, while the other part of the band is going to serve as our lining, just to cover up the whole rough edges. Okay, like I said before, there is a link in the video that I'll be sharing with us, in the description, that I'll be sharing with us, on how to properly finish up your band. Okay, so guys, make sure you pin down. If you don't pin down, you're gonna make mistakes, I can tell you that. So please make sure you use pins, pin them down, as pins are actually your best friends. So after pinning them down and ensuring that every joining is matching up with the other, please go ahead to your sewing machine and then stitch it down with 1/2 inch round, like so. Now I'm only just going to be showing us how to join our zipper. Okay, so make sure you join your zipper to the side of your trousers that you want to have the zipper, and when you are done joining the zipper, please go ahead and finish up the band. Okay, make sure you finish up the band and also finish up the hemline. So guys, when I was done, this is actually what it looked like. I actually decided to pair this with an oversized kimono jacket I made and this corset top. So guys, that brings us to the end of this video, and this is what the final outcome really looks. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and also like, share, comment, and turn on your notification bell. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, my name is Gift. Bye.